Impact has protocols. There are people who do things haphazardly. They are here and there. So even the one God gave them, they lose it. The prophet Nathan told the king a parable when he was trying to rope him. He said, my Lord gave me a servant to keep. He said, as I was busy here and there. 1 Kings 20:39-40. He said, I lost him. You will lose your vision if you don't give yourself wholly to it. I tell myself, if it does not add up to advancing my calling, it's a distraction. No matter what it is called. It can be called wedding. It can be called marriage. It can be called friendship. If it doesn't advance my calling and my vision, it's a distraction. This is what I learned from those who taught me. I was listening to Bishop the other time, and he said he's been in Lagos for more than 29 years. He doesn't know the road to the market. Like, he didn't start big. There was a time when he too trekked, but he was focused. So everybody had their department. The apostle said, it is not meet for us to give ourselves to tables. He said we'll continually give ourselves to prayer and to the ministry of the word. Acts chapter 6:4. If you don't give yourself wholly, you will fail. Paul didn't say you will profit because hands were laid on you. It's a blessing. Paul didn't say you will profit because prophecies went on you. It's a blessing. He said it's when you meditate on it, it's when you give yourself wholly that your profiting will be made manifest. Some of us have given ourselves partially to our calling. That's why we are where we are. That's why you are seeing people who you mentored now shaking the word and you are frustrated. You have not given yourself wholly. Many things will compete for your time, but discipline requires that you structure your program according to priorities. There are many things I would have loved to do. I can't do them because necessity is laid upon me. Give yourself wholly. Partial giving does not change the world. Ask people who are impacting their world. They are wasted on their calling. And that's why if your calling does not work, you will fail everywhere because you have invested your all in your calling. It's a risk to be called. Every other thing that comes eventually is bettered by the calling. But trust me, if you didn't give yourself wholly to that calling for it to speak, you will waste. It's like a wasted life. But because of the result it generates, it becomes a profitable life. So if you give yourself partially, you are taking a big risk because at the end of the day, it won't work. Give thyself wholly. And if I must give you a reference point, in case you don't know where to start with prayer and the word. Because that's the requirement the apostles gave us. In Acts 6:4, it said, well, we continually give ourselves to prayer and to the ministry of the word. You find people who say they are ministers. They don't even have enough time to pray to hear God, let alone having time to pray for the congregation. Meanwhile, the patriarchs of old and the apostles, this was their life. I was reading the Bible and I saw what Samuel said. I was so humbled. He said, I will not sin against God by not praying for you. So this man considered not praying for the congregation a sin. This was not God talking. This was him realizing the demands of the call. That's a whole nation. And you wonder why Samuel could bring a whole city under the radar of God. The Bible said in Naioth Ramah, where Samuel dwelt, Saul came to arrest him. Nobody confronted him. The whole army began to prophesy. This one is beyond the mantle. This is a radar. When Saul came himself, Saul tore his garment, prophesied naked from night till morning. In the days of Samuel, he was more potent than the armed forces. If you study Samuel 7, when the Midianites, the Canaanites wanted to destroy Israel, the army paralyzed. They brought a prophet. And Samuel showed up, erected a stone in verse 12, and called it Ebenezer. And he said, hitherto has the Lord helped us. And the Bible said, the hand of God was perpetually against the Philistines all the days of Samuel's life. To let you know, this was Samuel's ordination. All the days of his life. And he said the lands that were taken from them were restored from Ekron unto Gath. A man became an army. A man became a covering for a nation. But what was the foundation? I will not sin against God by not praying for you. He was so sure of the calling that in the last days of his life, he stood publicly and lifted his hand. If I've taken one lamb from anybody, come and accuse me. Nobody could accuse the man. He knew what to commit himself to. I'm not talking this one that you are all over the place trying to win people over. Leave them. Win God, the people will come. God's servant Bishop Oyedepo said, God told him many years ago, keep the grass green. The sheep will come and lie down to it. You have not given yourself to prayer. In Colossians 4:12, he said, Epaphras is one of you, a bond servant of Christ, laboring fervently for you in prayers that you may stand perfect and complete in all the will of God. you can bet the work in prayer. Paul said, my little children, of whom I travail again in prayer until Christ be formed in Galatians 4:19. This is how they work this thing. In Isaiah 66 verse 8, he said, it's as soon as Zion travailed that she brought forth her children. You have not given yourself to prayer. This prayer, wake up in the morning, 15 minutes. You say, Father, we love you. Take over. You are playing. It takes travail for ministry to be born and for ministry to stand. And then you also have to labor in the word. You labor. One of the criteria of an elder is that he labor in the word and doctrine. Paul said in 2 Timothy 2:15, he says, study to show yourself approved. A watchman, a workman that need not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. In Joshua 1:8, this book of the Lord shall not depart from your mouth. You meditate upon it day and night. See that you obey that which is written therein. You make your way prosperous and you have good success. So this, nobody's name is attached. It's those who are committed that become. God's servant's name was not attached. Commitment bets it. And if you are not wholly given, the beast of the field will come and they will devour. In Isaiah 56 verse 9, there was a herald. He said, come ye, all the beasts of the field, come to devour all the beasts of the forest. Satan was inviting his colleagues. This guy is not on duty. It's time to plunder. See verse 10. See why it became audacious. You are wondering, why are miscarriages happening here? Why are members not coming? Why is this thing not growing? Satan is audacious because you gave him a room. He said his watchmen are blind. They are ignorant. They are dumb dogs. They come back. They are sleeping, loving to slumber. So when they see that you are off guard, there is an alarm. This is our opportunity. They will plunder. Ignorant, not giving to the word. Blind, dumb, not giving to prayer. So we can now have liberty. And they show up and destroy the work of God. If you want to be impactful, you must be given wholly and wholly to prayer and to the ministry of the word.